Are we all here?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Mics are on.
Yo estoy aquí.
Ooh.
Uh,
Dot.
What's up?
Just waiting on you to get into roll 20.
I am in the roll 20.
Oh.
Oh, now you are. There you are.
It took a while to load for some reason.
it's all good. All right, so we're ready to get started.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Ro, would you mind popping out or?
Well,
Or muting? I don't know.
I'll force mute them.
yeah. Okay, so
There we go.
let us begin.
Okay.
All right, so hi everyone. Welcome once again to another session of As the Tengu Flies, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign. I am VixBox3, also known as Fifi Squeaks, the hostess and DM. My pronouns are she, her. And I will now pass it over to the actual host of the stream, Astrid.
Hey, my dad just called for Father's Day. I'll talk to him real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
I play
No,
Iori,
it's
she, her
okay.
pronouns. My name's Dot. I use she, her pronouns.
Okay.
So if you didn't catch that, that was Dot. They use she, they pronouns. They play Iori, who uses she, her pronouns. Passing it back to Astrid.
Hi, I'm Astrid. I play I play Yarra Shadowtide of House Thul. Mine and her pronouns are she, they.
Okay, and who are you passing it to?
Blasty. I'm just going
All right.
alphabetical.
I'm Blasty. I am playing Yule. We both use he, they pronouns. All right, passing it to Grumpybear.
Hello, I'm Grumpy. I will be playing Drin the dwarf. Our pronouns are he, him. I'll pass it off to Ro.
Not Ro.
Wandren.
Wrong group. Wandren.
Hello, I'm Wandren, and my character is Saadi al-Kathiri bint Fadlan. We both go by she, her.
All right.
We use it as a pronouns.
Mm-hmm. And we already got Dot's introduction, so are we missing anyone?
Nope, that's everybody.
Okay, then as always, let's start with the recap. Blast, if you please.
I just
All right.
I'm gonna bounce to let you guys.
Last session.
Have a good game.
Our adventurers.
All right, take care.
Sorry, our adventurers, having taken down one of the 7 rings forward camps and rescued the kitsune Dichuchi, are left with a tough question. Do we push forward and pursue the bandits, or do we return to Kirahata and recruit more of the rebellion? What choices lay in our future? In short, we had taken on this camp and taken them out with aplomb. We were able to interrogate their leader to get an idea of where their base was, but we were left with a question. Do we go into the unknown with this into a larger fight, or do we retreat? And that's where we are.
Mm-hmm. So, currently the party has gathered up. They finished clearing out the camp, and they interrogated the last remaining bandits to discover the information, which is featured on the map here. I'm just going to pull everyone's attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, FC stands for the forward camps that you were aware of, and NV stands for camps that you haven't actually been to. I'm just going to move this one down a little bit, so there you go. So, NV stands for camps that you haven't been to. Cleared, obviously, is the one that you're currently standing at. And you discovered that according to the map, that the main base for the 7 Rings of Heaven is maybe a little over a day, travel through the outer edge of the Chuyokai forest. And, excuse me. the party had some discussion on which route would be the best for you, and that is where we begin. So, tell me what is going on. And by the way, this is mainly for Drin, but just to remind, it is currently, where's the campaign calendar? It is the 6th of Shaldo, Star Day. Okay, so, what are you guys doing?
I believe that Iori actually pulled Saadi aside, and the two of them had a private chat while the rest of the group was talking this out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so would this be before you came back to the camp, or are you just coming back?
I guess that it would be as we're coming back.
Okay. So, while you were coming back, what was everyone else doing?
Well, Yule was definitely looking at the map and just figuring out, okay, this is where we are, this is where we're going to be, and just trying to just make a good guess on how far we need to travel if we end up traveling.
Okay. Well, based on the map, assuming that it's accurate and barring any difficulty from terrain that you aren't aware of, you are about a day's march away from the larger fort. You're currently... actually, I can just measure this out. It looks like you're a little over a day away from Kirahata. About less than a day away from Minakami Water Music Village. So that's basically... everything is within a day or two of each other.
Okay.
During their when Saadi and Iori came back, Saadi would have pushed for Dichuchi to return to Kirahata on their behalf. To speak with the distressed villager from Minakami village.
Right. So I will, if that is the case, then Yule is going to entrust Dichuchi with the sketch that he made and the 2 statues.
Okay. Then Dichuchi will take those and say, very well, if that is what you wish me to do, then I shall do so. I will find this villager. It is a large city, so it may take me some time, but don't you worry, I'm good at finding things and people. What message would you want me to pass to them?
We should probably inform her that the Lord Mayor is dead.
Yeah.
But that the bandits have been driven out.
I can certainly do so. I will require some food to make the trip, though. And if possible, a knife. If I have a weapon, at least a knife, I should have no problems making it across the terrain.
Yule happily hands over the spare dagger that he had.
Saadi offers Dichuchi a couple of days' rations. That leaves her with, I think, about 2 days' rations.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. No, and I'll remove the dagger. Like that.
This should be enough. Is this the path that you wish to go? Looking at the party.
Is Dichuchi pointing to on the map towards the bandit base location?
Well, he wasn't looking at the map specifically. He kind of assumed that you knew what he was talking about, but yes, he's referring to like the bandit base.
Yes. We'll scout it out, and if we think that we can destroy it, we will.
Very well. Then do be careful. May Daikitsu protect you.
Samurai protect you.
Thankfully, motioning to Iori. Thankfully, she has tended to my wound, so I feel much, much better. I should be fit to travel. And again, I have light steps. I made a mistake with the 7 rings. I will not make another. You may look for me in Kirahata. I will... Actually, I've never been. Is there a spot where I should frequent that you may be able to find me?
The tea shop.
Yes, the tea shop.
Okay, so you tell
Mhm. Oh, never mind.
the bean drinks tea house.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name, otherwise I would have said it.
I got you. Yeah, I figured. Okay, very well. Then I shall be at the bean. You shall find me in this form at the bean drinks tea house. And he shifts to an elf male.
Ouch!
You okay?
Are you okay?
Oh, ouch!
What
The
happened?
cat.
Grumpy?
Do you want to check on that? And then
What is that?
What is what? I don't hear it.
Loud and painful.
I'm gonna go check on them, so...
Right.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
blind my camera.
Okay. Well, I guess while we wait, is there anything else that you wish to tell to Dichuchi before he disembarks?
At the moment, no, not from my end. I've told him all I think I could think of. Dot.
Saadi is actually going to roll not only Yule here and ask him. Think we should tell him about the gnome guard?
Actually, yes, I think that might actually be a good idea. Let him talk with the gnome. To let him, so they might have some ideas together, and that might help us in the long run. Yeah.
Well, and then Saadi raises her voice again and speaks directly to Dichuchi again. Mr. Dichuchi, there is a gnome in the Beans Rings tea house. His name is Vibrard. Can't remember his last name, but when you meet him, tell him that we have destroyed the bandits at Minakami Ongaku Mura village, and that we are trying to just cut off the head of the serpent, and that we will return as soon as possible.
Very well. Then if I see this gnome, Vibrard, you said, I will speak with him then.
Saadi just bows politely. Thank you.
Very well. Then I shall take my leave. And with that, Dichuchi bows his head, and he makes his way from the camp towards the south.
Alright.
Everybody, please restore your hero points to 1.
Okay.
So are you right now?
Yeah, your hero point should be 1.
No, I was asking, how many of us are here right now?
That's just you, me, and Fee at the moment.
Yeah, so we're gonna pause for a sec, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had a headset problem. All I was hearing was really bad static.
Let me guess. The connector. Let me guess. The connector was not fully seated right.
No, it was something changed in the settings somewhere.
Oof. Even worse.
Okay. Well, it's working now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, I'm being harassed by a mosquito.
All right, and I guess Astrid's on her way back to their desk.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
And we're
So,
still waiting on Dot.
So, while was there anything that you wanted to tell Dichuchi? Just to get you up to speed, the party asked him to go back to Kirahata. to look for the villager and for Verbard the gnome, and tell them the status update of what you're doing, and that the party was going to go scout out the fort.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. All right. So, restore your hero points to 1.
Yep.
And if that's the case, then I think we can continue on our way. So, once the kitsune has left, what is the party doing right now?
Before I cleared out the camp, I burned it
Yep.
down. So,
Mhm. Yeah, you've already taken
either-
care of that.
I don't think that there's anything left to do but to
Leave.
approach the fort.
Yep, to start marching towards that fort.
Okay.
Is there
So-
anyone who needs medical attention right now?
Nope.
Or are we all good?
We had touched up at the end.
Yep.
If
Okay.
you ever hear a random slapping noise coming from my headphones, it's because there's a mosquito.
Oh.
Ooh, that sucks. Pun not intended. But
It
okay,
does suck, doesn't it?
it does. But okay, so as always, since we're doing overland travel, who is taking point? Basically, who is handling trails? This is a survival check. Who is handling keeping watch in case of a random encounter? That's perception. And in case you're looking for a place to camp before you reach the fort, who is handling the stealth check to find a safe place?
What kind
I'll
of
take point.
what kind of role would you do for that last one?
A
Or
stealth
finding
check. Stealth check, or you can always use irrelevant lore for any of these. So, like for instance,
so-
since we're in the hills, Drin could use mountain lore instead of any of those checks.
I think that Saadi could handle the looking for an alcove. She has a high stealth skill. It's level 8 right now.
Okay. So, Drin rolled a. Which roll were you doing, Drin?
Leading the party down the trail.
Okay, so you're using that in place of survival. Cool.
Ouch! I think I'm gonna burn a hero point here.
Before you do that, don't waste it if you don't need to, because we need to see if there's a random encounter.
So that's what roll will that be?
State flat D20.
D20.
Mhm.
All right, I'll roll a d20. 16.
Yep, that's going to be a random encounter. I don't know what the encounter is yet, but what is the? Let me see. That was. We also need somebody to make a perception check.
All right.
Somebody else.
I'm
Oh,
re-rolling
boy.
that. I'm re-rolling that.
Before you re-roll, let me see if you even need to, because it might be a harmless encounter.
All right.
Okay,
Maybe I'll do fancy red again.
interesting. And I need to roll this. Okay.
It's the mushrooms again.
As you're traveling along, you find a field of golden-colored topped mushrooms in your path.
Oh,
Are
Yule
they
just
edible?
stares. Yule just stares. My nemesis.
hello, darkness, my old friend.
Quick question: are they edible?
That would be a survival check, correct?
That would be a survival check to remove them, unless you have irrelevant lore.
I mean, technically, mining might.
No, because these are outdoors.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. That's outside. So
Nice
survival.
try.
All right,
Can I
survival.
do
Yeah, we're re-rolling that.
Okay,
Welcome back.
20. There we go.
Okay, so it takes you about 20 minutes, but you manage to carve out a path safely through the field of poisonous mold, and you're able to get past without any issue.
Hey, can
Iori
learned-
returns from her smoke break.
What were you saying, Saadi?
can I give a joking what I
Go
would have
ahead.
done?
Sure.
Certainly.
Well, we got the blasting horn, right? So just toss it in and shoot it. No more mushrooms.
It's true.
But the
we just-
spores.
Then we'd have a whole host of other problems. Anyways, not actually going to do that. Just a joke.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So, as you make it past the field, you are outside. You spend most of the day traveling, and according to the maps, you're within just an hour away from the fort. You have been traveling for the better part of a day, so do you wish to camp down for the night before you proceed on?
Mm,
Will we be exhausted if we continue on like this?
There is a risk of it.
then let's
I think that we
break
should
camp.
rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make camp.
Um,
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
But
All right. So
I
go
rolled a
ahead.
9 on the looking for a camp.
So you spend some time making camp, and the stealth check was already made, and the random encounter is not going to really be relevant towards, so you don't have to re-roll that. But you make camp, and nothing happens through the night. So everybody can restore your HP, and once the morning comes, what are you guys doing?
Well, seeing that we are still a little bit ways out from the camp, from the fort, I'd say we take it a little bit slow on our way in.
Definitely forage for food.
Yes, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Okay, so who is going to be foraging for food?
I will.
Yule.
Okay.
Drin will too.
Okay, so which one of you is in the lead? This is going to be either a relevant lore or a survival check.
Oh, wouldn't nature work too, since we're foraging?
That would be a relevant lore in this case, so yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, so nature, survival, or lore.
I've got a 4 in nature.
I got a 5 in both.
I got a 4 in mountain lore and survival.
All right, so I'll take the lead then.
Okay, so Drin and Yarra, please roll. We're seeing if you provide any help.
I provide
that's-
none.
Yep, but you didn't hurt the effort, so that's going to be a +1 to your roll. Yule.
Yep. So let's roll it. 23.
Ooh.
23. Okay.
Yes. Making up for lost time with those mushrooms.
Okay, you actually find a lot of fresh fruits, enough that you will not have to use a day of rations.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so while you guys were busy with that, what was everyone else doing back at the camp?
Saadi would have been working on the alchemist set, or using her alchemy. Well, the alchemy set that Iori actually gave her between sessions to manufacture more rounds for her Jazale. She also would have been she also just would have tried to spend time talking with Iori about her homeland and Iori's stake in all this.
Okay.
Iori would probably actually hang around Saadi to facilitate talking. Which is rare because most of the rest of the mornings she has spent by herself, like smoking, so her actually starting to socialize a bit more.
Character development. But okay, so you two spend some time. And by the way, just to remind you for the alchemy stuff for your bullets, the stuff you make with your imbued reagents burn out at the end of the day, so you can't store those longer than 24 hours.
Does that include the just like normal Jazale rounds?
Yes, basically anything you use. Basically,
Understood.
the imbued reagents is basically free mats for crafting, but you did get that horn, gunpowder horn, so you could use those to make bullets at last.
He's gonna do that. How
Okay.
much of the horn will that use up?
Let me see. Let me look that up for you. One moment. So a horn contains 500 doses of black powder. So basically, you could make 100 normal bullets, or excuse me, 500 normal bullets, because it's like a big ass horn of gunpowder.
Right. I'm just gonna write in the notes of my black powder horn. I have 490 left. She would
Mhm.
use it all to make normal Giselle rounds.
Okay, and then you can use your imbued reagents for the special ammo.
Yep. She'll make I think it's 2 of the elemental shots.
Yep. Any particular element, or?
Yes, lightning.
Okay. So there we go. And as long as you have 400 doses remaining, you can use it as an explosive. If you go below 400, then you'll just have to use them for bullets. But okay, so with that, the party returns with a bounty of fruits and vegetables and basically yummy things to really cover your dietary needs for the day. But would Yara like to make a craft check to try to make a fine breakfast?
Sure.
Go for it. Okay, 17. That will be enough. So that is going to. It's enough to make a fine breakfast, and the party can claim a +1 on their next roll.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, and time has passed. You've had your breakfast, you've feasted, and according to the map, you're just maybe an hour away from the base camp. Do you wish to move forward?
Yes.
Yes,
Remember,
I
we're
think
only
that we should definitely try.
scouting.
Yes, we should do it stealthily.
Okay. So, then who is taking the lead on stealth?
I have a 5.
Iori would probably try to take the lead because she has an 8.
Oh, definitely
Hey,
Iori.
same hat. Same hat.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Iori, since you haven't rolled yet, how about you take the lead, and anybody else who wishes to help can help.
Wait,
Saadi will definitely help.
you didn't eat at breakfast, even though we made breakfast for everybody?
What?
We all definitely would have eaten.
Oh.
Okay, just making sure I heard you guys right.
Okay. Is anyone else assisting Iori's stealth check?
Yeah.
Certainly.
And is that using the initiative?
No, just roll the stealth check, not the initiative.
Ouch. Well, at least I didn't hurt it. Hey,
And let me just make sure that this is clear. Okay. So it looks like that Iori has gotten a 23. So, yes. You guide the party stealthily along the woodlands, and as you get closer and closer to the fort, you start to see very dimly what looks to be like a kind of a Tianxia style castle tucked in the narrowly in the trees just before the edges of the Chuyokai forest. But strangely, you do see something else as well. Because off to the side is a large stairwell that leads up, at least 15 feet up. And at the top of the stairs is a small, those little Japanese-style gates.
Tori?
Tori
that- thank you. A torii gate that signifies a shrine of some sort. Unusual. Although perhaps there was once a time when this place was a community, so a shrine might be in service to that fort. What do you wish to do?
See that this gate is like 15 feet up?
Well, no, basically it's at the top of a stairwell 15 feet up.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think that since we're trying to be stealthy, we should first start out by just, instead of going directly through the big gate, circling around it, getting a feel for the rest of the encampment.
Real quick, Saadi, it looks like the elemental ammunition was in the treasure vault, so I don't have access to that. You can just add
Okay.
it to your sheet directly.
Gotcha. I will add that.
Okay, so it does 1 persistent damage and 1 splash damage lightning.
That's right.
Cool. Alright. And you have 2 shots of that.
Well,
Anywho,
seeing
so
that,
continue.
well, I was gonna say, going up to there, we might actually be able to get a tactical advantage by seeing into the castle from here. If we go up there, gives us height and cover, so we can get a better view of what's behind those walls.
No. Aini, stop. Sorry, talking to the cat.
It's all good. So is that what the party wishes to do?
Jasper?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Sounds like a logical course of action.
Sure, we'll go with it.
Okay, Drin, you agree?
Drin would only agree if the stairway is not visible from the castle.
Well, it's hard to tell from where you are since you're at the base of them. But based on the tree line, it's likely that the trees surrounding the main road, like, unless they had a specific watchtower set up that you can't see from where you are, there's very likely to be cover along the stairwell going up towards the shrine. If you go directly down the road, then it's very obvious that you'll be seen on your way in. Unless you're exceptionally stealthy.
Then let's climb the stairs.
And everybody that's taller than me, keep their head down.
Alright, so
Down
Saadi
you
will try.
eventually the party climbs up. Oh, what's up?
My screen was blown all the way in
Yeah.
at 100%.
Yeah, it'll be like that for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
So, eventually the party finds their way to what looks to be a once you reach the top of the stairwell and pass the Torii gate, you reach what looks to be a shrine. And once you get to the top of the shrine, let me see. I'm just making sure that you're actually on the map. No, so let me add you. Bada bing. Once you get to the top of the shrine, what you see is a single figure wearing robes, currently sweeping outside of the shrine. Currently, they don't seem to be paying much attention to you.
I just
So,
realized.
Are they dressed as a shrine keeper?
Yes. Now, what were you saying, Saadi?
I never reset my character's health to what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
go ahead.
Just a sec.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, taken care of. Saadi just sort of glances around at her party and asks, "So, should we try talking to them, or should we try, or should we forego talking?" And Saadi when she says that, Saadi looks to Iori specifically, and she adds, "I'm asking that earnestly. I don't know the situation as well as I'd like."
Can I make a Shuye lore to try and identify the religious symbology in the Torii Gate?
Yes, you may. So that would be a religion check. You can also use Chuye lore.
I'm going to use Shuye.
Yeah.
Alright.
Usually, lore checks are lower difficulty, which is good because you only needed 10 for that. The shrine appears to be one of Qi Zhong, the god of medicine and healing, the ones that the Chu Ye peoples have worshipped before the Oni came and basically took over Chu Ye.
Iori will explain to the group that this is likely a place of healing. I think we should try our best to not turn it to a place of violence. There are fewer and fewer of these shrines as the days go by.
At that, Saadi will holster her gun and nod. As you say.
While I cannot rule out the possibility of violence, nor will this location prevent me from enacting it, I genuinely hope that we do not have to be violent here.
I feel like at least one or two of us should remain hidden, just in case things go awry.
A valid thought.
Exploring that.
What was that?
So, you go ahead.
Saadi would volunteer for that just because she's got the long-range rifle.
So what will the party do?
Anybody else like to, or
You'll being a native of the land is like, I'm not gonna hide. I will be careful. I will actually walk around dismounted here, but I will not hide.
Just gonna do
Nothing worth doing is easy. Let's get to it. And Drin starts walking.
Oh, and also Dren, so that you know, it is now Sunday, and the exact day is the 7th. So, as whomever approaches, the figure, now that you're closer, you see is a Nephilim. The Nephilim pulls up their hood as you approach and leans on their broom. They have a warm, soft, tired smile, and they say, greetings, friends. Are you here for blessings from Fumeyoshi, then? And you see that the figure is eyeing each of you warily.
I am not here specifically for blessings, but I would like to make a small donation, if that is allowable.
And when you say that, there is a moment where they seemingly give pause and they look at you. Their eyes narrow as if they're not narrow as in an angry narrow, but like as if they're peering at you, trying to figure you out. And they say, "You wish to make a donation?
Yes.
To whom, if I may ask?"
Okay. Out of character. Wouldn't there normally be a donation given to places like this?
Oh, there would be. Basically, what she's asking is to what deity.
Oh.
No, it's all good. No, it wasn't clear.
Okay. Well, the deity that I pursue is one of the Dwarven Pantheon, if that is allowable.
That is actually, yes. What do you wish to donate?
I have 5 copper.
If you wait here, I can get the box ready then. And with that, the figure goes towards the house. Dren, give me a diplomacy check. Or society.
I mean, hey, it could be worse.
It wouldn't be diplomacy, trust me.
We're about to find out if you live in a society or not.
Okay. there is a moment when you see like after a moment of staring at you, there is a moment of approval, and the figure heads in, leaving you alone. So, what do you do? What do y'all do while you're outside?
I'd prepare the 5 copper to give away.
Okay.
You'll just begins to look around to see if there's anything, any signs of anything just being out of the ordinary for a shrine.
Yes, you may. You can make a perception check.
21.
And Saadi, you can make a perception check as well. I'm just going to wait for Saadi's roll, and I'll tell you what you find. Oh, well.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me switch that.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
We'll use the better one, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you look around, you see that it seems to be a very normal shrine. You see that there is a building to the left side, which is very likely for buildings of these types used for storage. And the large building inside, you notice has all the windows drawn and closed and all that. Looking at the 2 statues on the left, to your left and right, you see that they're both statues of depicting Qi Zhong, basically the god of medicine. Although both of them have like swords and bladed weapons at their feet, which is not unusual because Qi Zhong is a pacifist god, and it seems that everything is relatively normal. There's nothing that you see that's odd. After a time, the Nephilim returns outside holding a small ornamental box. I am sorry for taking so long. Here is the donation box.
Drin reaches his hand out and drops the copper in the box.
Yule actually pulls out 5 copper as well and drops them in.
Thank you. Thank you very much. If I may ask, is anybody else dropping a donation before she continues?
Saadi's actually going to approach now, since she can't, find any enemies
Okay.
hiding elsewhere in this little temple.
Okay. And what will you do?
If the others explain the situation to her, she will also give a donation of a silver piece.
Okay. She accepts the donation, and after all donations are given, she walks over to the statue here. If I may ask, do you know who this statue depicts? Keep your voices down, if you please.
Yes, it's the god of medicine. Sorry, my brain just blanked on the name that you just said.
Here, I'll type it in, but it's Qi Zhong.
Qi Zhong, the pacifist god of medicine.
Saadi is going to say, "You are a Hikitoki caretaker of the shrine of Qi Zhong."
I actually do not serve either of the 2 families. I am here primarily just as a shrine keeper, but the fact that you know who this is actually gives me hope. May I ask what brings you to this area? What with the fort right there?
Yule takes a breath, looks at the others. It is the fort that brings us here.
What do you intend?
I think that we're all just exchanging suspicious glances at each other.
No, I understand. You have no reason to trust me. Then allow me to give you some information then instead. And the Nephilim motions towards the shrine. As I said, am the elder caretaker, but I am not the master of this house. The master was slain by the tyrant that lords over that fort. I managed to save my apprentices by convincing them that we would provide medical services and blessings of Fumiyoshi. because they believe that these statues, because of the weapons at their feet, represents Fumeyoshi.
Hmm.
But because of my pacifist vows, I cannot do anything to them. And the reason I had you keep your voices down is that we have members of their group inside that are currently being cared for.
Oh,
For what it's worth, you're doing an honorable thing. Thou shalt do no harm.
Okay. Do you motion for the others that they can come closer?
Actually, you know what? At this point, Saadi would. The only person hanging behind right now is Iori.
Mhm.
Although it's less a come hither and more like
It's all
she
clear.
just sort of like, yeah, she just sort of suddenly gives a bit of a thumbs up behind her.
What do you do, Iori?
Iori will approach. Let me drop my hold down, or let me move forward.
Yeah, I already have your excuse me, down. Well,
Without
then
knowing more, it's hard to say what our intentions are right now. But I can tell you this. When I have the time, when it's safe, I should very much like to study at this temple or place very much like it. I want to learn the secrets of the god Jizong.
and we would be very happy to have you here. But um, again, I shouldn't take too much time away because I am going to be needed to refresh bandages. But the men, the seven rings of heaven that have taken over the fort have recently. They seem upset. A small group arrived just yesterday. I didn't hear much of what they were saying because I was up here, but they dropped off a few that were injured and sent them up here for treatment. And due to my oath, I will be caring for them. But
So,
a few days ago, it's interesting that you mentioned Higetoki and Sao Tome because they have members of those houses in the fort.
Interesting.
both here at the same time.
They are feuding. That is interesting.
I believe
Are-
they were captives.
Ah,
I see.
well then.
I must ask you something.
Of course.
Do you know how many bandits or how many members of the seven circles of heaven are at that fort? Do you have a rough estimate?
I do actually. To protect the other members, my acolytes, I am the one that goes to the fort when they call for me. So I have been paying attention. And it seems that most of their members have actually left the fortress over the past few weeks, where I unfortunately could not say. But from what last time I went there, 4 days ago, if we include the people that I saw passing through, I would say no less than 13, maybe 15.
Understood.
Is there a
Saadi,
secret entrance or a entrance that is not readily visible from the guard towers?
It's actually funny that you mention. Because in the old days, the fortress was used to protect Chuye from the threats from the Chuyokai forest. It's one of the first lines of defense from the monsters and horrors that within. But just in case it fell, there was a path through the woodlands that would lead here for safe healing, and then they would leave for the nearest towns. I could guide you through the woodlands. There is no map, but I can give you a riddle that will guide you along your way.
Very well. That
I must ask you if perhaps all of those bandits in the fort died tragically and could not find the perpetrators of their killings. would the remaining bandits who are scattered across multiple different camps in this area come back here to exact retribution against this temple and your people?
I am uncertain, to be honest, but what I do know is that they seem to be moving on from this area. Apparently, it seems that whatever aims they have no longer involve this area. They have other goals, and it appears and most of them have left. Again, I do not know their. I am just a healer, so I was not made aware of their plans.
I understand. I think it would be the wisest course of action to treat your patients as best as you can, change their bandages, then quietly remove yourself and whatever staff you have here away from the premises, perhaps for a few days.
If you, I'm just. Let me just check something that was whispered to me. Let me just respond to this for just a moment. Okay, so, if yes, I believe I can ask our acolytes to do so. Then will you be dealing with the problem immediately? Keep in mind that as a priest of Kijong, it is not my place to say what you do with those the bandits. However, do what you feel would allow the least harm to be done to the good people of Chuye.
Of course.
Oh
I
my.
imagine the people suffer enough. We do not need to add to it.
Agreed.
And
May I
Saadi,
ask? Oh, good. You first.
at this point, Saadi would just deposit another, if he's willing, give the man another 5 silver for the trip, supplies, whatever you might need.
All right. She will accept it.
Was anyone else going to say something?
Okay. So she says, "Is your group prepared for this venture? Because it is bright day out. The reason I ask is that we have a storage area. If you don't mind sitting there for for most of the afternoon, I could sneak some time to have my acolytes and I make some potions for you to assist you."
We'd appreciate that greatly. Is everyone else okay with that?
I would not mind the wait.
This will also give you the advantage of being able to travel through night. If your group is better capable of doing so.
Iori? Yarra?
Yes, let us wait till nighttime, until nightfall.
And at this point, Saadi realizes she hasn't actually asked the shrine tender's name yet. So she smiles at her apologetically and asks, "May I ask your name?"
Of course. I actually have given up my name a long time ago, and I merely call myself the Guide, because I guide wayward souls to rest and to health.
Thank you, guide. My name is Saadi Al-Kathiri bin Fladlan.
It is a pleasure
I'm a
to meet you.
Likewise.
Go ahead. You
Nah.
first.
That's also going to say. Likewise.
Mm-hmm. So, then, what kind of potions would your group require? We will only be able to make one potion each, so that will be 4 potions in total.
Do you have any kind of
Mhm.
potion that might be able to make me more accurate with my rifle?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say a potion that is for accuracy, for steady hands, if you will.
I can see what we can do. Out of character, basically what they can do is they can make any level 1 or 2 potion for you. So, let me see. There aren't too many options. Let me see. Ew, that sounds terrible. I just looked at it, like, there's a ration tonic. You can guess what that's for. Drinkable rations? That's disgusting.
What? It's basically
It's like baby food.
Fair. Yeah, fair.
No, I'm saying it's the slop they have RoboCop eat.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Nutritional paste.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like they won't be able to make that for you, but what they could make,
I do not want the paste that badly.
so they could make a potion of shared memories, which allows you to make basically drinkable memories that you can share with someone. A potion of emergency escape, healing potion, a potion of retaliation, minor, and a gecko potion.
I think that a minor healing potion would be the best thing that Saadi can get.
Okay. Any other requests? Remember, they can make 4 potions.
I think healing potions would be best all around.
Iori would actually ask for an escape potion.
Okay.
So you'll turn around to look for Yarra, see that she's missing, and just calmly turn back and go. So that's 2 healing potions, an escape potion, and what was the one that you wanted, Saadi?
Just a healing potion.
So 3 healing potions and an escape potion. Yeah. Thank you very much.
And by the way, Yarra, I did respond to you. So, I'm sorry, which potions did you request? 1 escape potion, what else?
And 3 healing.
Okay. So, you can add 3 minor healing potions. You can, is it minor or lesser? What's the level 1 one?
Let's see.
I have it in my inventory. It is minor.
Okay, so 3 minor healing potions and a potion of emergency escape.
So, alright. Oh no, what is Yarra up to? I wonder.
Like all children, probably nothing good.
She is the smallest among us. She might be the stealthiest.
She is the youngest.
No, not really.
Helps if my mic's on. Yarra slides off the roof of the building and trots up to everybody. Okay, so can I see the map, please?
Yule unfolds the map and hands it over.
Okay, and she's gonna mark 2 spots on the map. Let me see. There's a rest spot here, and she marks it, and there is
an active checkpoint, active gate point, basically.
Yeah, but she's gonna give a number. Was there 4 at the rest stop?
Yes.
There's 4 here, and then here is an active force at the front gate, and there's 6 here.
Hmm.
So we've got at least 10.
There is some distance between them, so... Oh, I almost forgot to mention. You also spot a bell that is on the other side of the... that is close to the active point.
We'll need to disable that bell as well. Because I believe that is a call to arms bell, if you will.
It
Mhm.
looks like I'll have to stay out of the opening volley. There's no way I can be stealthy with 3 guns.
I can handle it.
Very well, then if you come with me, I can take you to the storage area, and then I will tell you the poem to get to the fort.
I'd
And
appreciate that.
she guides you to the side building, and she motions to this building. So here, you can just open the door, right here, next to where she is. There's an open door for you.
Yay!
And so you spend about 6 hours waiting before early evening comes.
Hold on. Can I say something for doing in the downtime?
Of course.
The moment they get there, Iori is already on observation duty and we'll explain that it is on the off chance that we have been kettled and she is going off to warn the Oni.
Of course.
Yule. You first.
It is awfully strange that we're just hiding in this building. It could very easily be the case that they just shove some furniture in front of it and set it on fire.
As honest as they were, they are under duress.
Yep. Are there any windows to the storeroom? Or is it completely empty?
There are crates and sacks and things that you could look through, and there's a door here that I believe you can. Can you click on the door?
Yep.
Yeah, you can open the door and just walk in. And in the back area, if you investigate, there are shelves and shelves lined with alchemical reagents and things like that, and things like and a big, massive medicinal alchemical lab table.
My God, they put us in the explosives and broken glass factory.
Oh,
The fire came from within.
So, if you search around, since nobody's stopping you and you have plenty of time, you search around, and in this area is basically foodstuffs. So you could cobble together a week of rations without taking a sizable amount away from their supplies. And down here is alchemical supplies. You could get 20 gold pieces worth of alchemical supplies, again, without taking too much from their supplies, without being noticed. If you wish to take more, then you'll need to make a thievery check to see if you can, pocket it.
Actually, Yarra's gonna get back on top of the roof to watch the fort.
Okay.
So,
yeah, no need for a roll, you just climb back up.
I'll just put my token over there.
Saadi's not going to take anything from the storeroom. It just feels wrong to her to take anything. She's just going to keep an eye out.
Okay. The first hour passes. Do you do anything else?
Nope.
Nah. Probably spend some time writing in her journal. That's it.
2-3 hours pass. Anything else?
You'll actually he's actually just cleaning Rhyme's fur at this point. He's brushing him out, making him look as ferocious as possible.
And by the way, Astrid, Yarra notices that the gate guards, basically, people from the sleeping camp basically wander over and replace. So it seems like it's about 10 people. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. 5 on, kind of like usually 5 on, 5 off, but for some reason it was 6 on, 4 off.
Yeah. Okay. And finally, at the end of the 5th hour, the guide returns and knocks on the door. Are you still here?
Very much so.
Yarra slides off behind her.
Okay. And the guide slides in and says, I thank you for waiting. Here are the potions that you requested. And here's the poem that will guide you through the woods. And with that, she tells you the poem. I didn't write the poem, so we'll pretend that I did. But it's clear that it's basically like a poem, like narrating how to safely navigate through the lost woods to get to the fortress. She even describes it as the Lost Woods.
So kind of like in the pacifier, the song that was sang to disable the trap room.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend like I know what that reference is.
Oh.
Even if I had seen it, you could not convince me to out myself as having seen the pacifier.
I will admit to it, because it was fun.
Okay. By the time she comes out,
It's probably fine.
It's early evening, so obviously visibility is going to be low. And she looks primarily at Saadi and to Iori, to the two humans, and says, do you have torches? It will be difficult for you to make it to see until you get inside of the fort.
Yes, I have torches.
Not for me, it won't.
No, dwarves should be fine.
Saadi just looks to Iori and asks, "Can you guide me? I don't want to use a torch. That'll give us away."
She smiles, maybe gives like a little bit of a smirk and says, "All right, stay close."
I will.
I was gonna say, either you could follow my wolf. He's hard to miss when you're close.
Okay.
We will manage.
We will manage.
Very well.
Yarga's gonna come in and report that they switched. They've switched. It's just 10 at the base. At least that are active outside. There could be a few inside.
Oh, that's good to know.
Is there any way to knock out all the ones that are outside without alerting the ones inside? Or vice versa, do you think?
The ones outside are asleep.
I don't know.
Though
Alright,
at the gate they're awake.
understood.
So
Did you see any way to enter without, being spotted? Wait, never mind.
That's
That's
what
what the whole
for.
Yeah, never mind. I have no more questions.
Is there anything else that I can do to assist you?
Did I see how many are at the sleeping camp and how many are at the gate, or was it a full switch?
It looks like that when you came down, it looks like there were 5 at the sleeping camp, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now there are 7 at the main gate.
So now there's more.
Yeah, some people came out from inside of the fortress.
Okay. So I would report that.
Yeah. Very well. Then, is there anything else that I can assist you with before you head on your way?
No, stay safe to yourself.
I will. With that, I should return to the acolytes and attend to our patients. Kijong's blessing upon you.
And you.
And with that, the guide bows her head and steps away. What will the party do now?
Follow the path and sneak on over to that camp.
Okay, so bada boom. You follow the directions, and this is a big map. So I'm gonna zap you guys right to the spot to where you are.
You move things around on the map.
Wait, what? Oh no! Hold on. Okay.
There you go.
The terrain is shifting around us.
Yeah, that was my bad. So yeah, you guys see yourselves, and since you should be able to see, but let me know if anybody has problems seeing. Okay.
Right, I'm gonna pop my wolf token off in the corner here, and I'm coming in mounted.
Okay. So once you arrive, the spot, just to describe real quick, the spot that Yarra had seen that showed the sleeping camp is right here. So it's right on the opposite end of this thick copse of trees. And
Is it me, or is all our tokens slightly too small?
Yeah, ever so slightly.
Okay,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what? I can fix that. Bada bing.
I can't
Because
even tell, so.
no, I see. It looks like that because I had to mess around with the proportions of the map, so the tokens didn't. And let me fix rhyme. There we go, fixed.
I mean, no, everybody, like literally all of the tokens. Oh, there they are. It took a second for an update.
Yeah, it's fixed for everyone.
Yep, now it is. Yep.
So with that said, where was I? Yes, the sleeping camp is on the other side of this copse of trees. There's a dirt path leading to the north, and dirt path leading to the west. The path to the west is where the main group is, and the bell is beyond them. Beyond them on the west side of the fortress. The main entrance to the fortress is along the west path. But based on what the guide has told you, there is a possibility that there may be a secret entrance on another path. What does the party wish to do? To organize this, I'm going to ask everybody to roll for initiative, but we're not doing combat yet. This is just to keep it organized. Don't forget to click your tokens.
Righto. Thanks for reminding me.
No worries.
Okay. The AC is really blowing, and it's cold. There. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's a little better.
Alright, so that's
I-
1, 2, 3, 4,
I
5.
believe
That's
I
everyone.
need to re-roll that.
No.
No, don't use it on this.
This isn't combat yet. This is
Yeah,
just...
also, by the way, everybody gain a hero point also for making friends with the guide.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
So, starting with you, Saadi, what do you do?
Well, Saadi can't see shit, so she's just gonna stick with Yule for now. Whatever Yule does, she'll just follow
Right.
his lead.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll come back to you once we decide what. Yule, you're up. What do you do?
Well, actually, if that's the case, then I'll switch to foot and have Saadi ride on top of, or at least hold on to my wolf.
Here,
That's
this is
better.
what I'll. Yeah. This is what I'll do. I will expand your vision to about. I'll give you a 50-foot vision so that you can actually see a little bit around you.
Gotcha. Thank you.
That should help. All right, so
Oh, one last thing.
So in that case,
We're all trying to be stealthy, right? Should we roll for
Yes.
stealth, or
yeah,
actually, that's a good point. So everybody, go ahead and roll for stealth, if you please.
I'm re-rolling that.
hey?
What the heck?
Oh my god!
Ooh.
Well, thankfully, Yule got a critical success. That's going to allow
everybody's gonna pass underneath the aura of the sneaky ass goblin.
Okay, I will keep that in mind based on what you do. So, Yule, what is the party going to do?
All right, we are going to slowly move forward. Let's see. So, just to confirm that this path up towards this northern side path is not actually a path.
No, it is a path, but you don't know what's on the end of that path.
Okay.
It was at a bad vision from for Yarra.
Alright, so for now, we are just going to... Yeah. We are going to first just go towards the sleeping camp to make sure these guys stay unconscious.
I have a frying pan.
Exactly.
Okay. So, who is? So, I take it you're going to try to knock out the people that are sleeping, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Who is going to make the approach? Keep in mind, I am going to use your stealth checks.
Nope.
I'll use my stealth here.
Well, yeah, you don't roll it. I'm just using the stealth checks that you've made.
Yeah, mine, of course.
Anyone else?
I should
Saadi's
be
following.
there too.
Yarra is going to hold back.
Okay.
Iori is following, but her primary target is the bell.
Speaking of which, can we see the tower with the bell from here?
No, the bell's on the other side of the large group.
Alright.
So, okay. Since those are the guys that are moving in, you're able to get to the camp without issue. What will you do once you arrive? They seem to be sleeping.
We administer precision.
Okay. Let me just make a flat d20 check. See if any of them wake up.
Just shovel, neck, pop, shovel, neck, pop, shovel,
Okay.
neck, pop.
It takes a little bit of time, but you're able to knock them out or take them out without any issue. So, these guys will not wake up.
Yeah. Whether it be concussive.
It's however you do, but they're basically out of play is what matters.
Yeah.
What will you do now?
Well, move forward. I guess we can move forward up along the path here, past them. Circle. I guess we could circle wide around the camps. What do you think, guys?
What direction do you wish to go?
I'll say the best way to get to the bell, because the bell is somewhere over on this side, right?
Yeah, basically the bell is past the large group on that side.
I guess we have to go that way then.
I can't see what you're pointing at.
We're over. I'm saying we have to point our way over this way towards this group now.
Gotcha.
Because while there is maybe a path up over to the on the right hand side of the map, it's not very clear.
Yeah. So you wish to make your way through the woods to the left path?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself along. Yada, are you
Yarra
moving
should
along
follow
as
us
well?
at this
Yep.
point.
I'm moving. Sorry.
Okay. Stop where you are. I believe that you can see that there is a small group that is ahead of you. And currently they are watching the road to the south. What do you wish to do?
Let me get a measurement here.
Fee, did you see the direct message I sent you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, one moment. I actually do see something that I forgot to do. Give me a second.
Six.
Yeah, I just realized that I forgot to give them their torches. So, so while I'm doing that, you do see that the group is holding torches, and I believe that you can see them, right?
I can see them clear as day.
Yeah, because they're each holding torches in their hand. Because it appears to be a human group.
Uh,
At this point, since Saadi can see them, she's just gonna like, we should go the other way around.
that would be probably a good idea. Let's try. We got nothing but time on our side right now.
Where's the bell exactly? I don't remember.
I don't
On
think
the
it's
other
found
side of
yet.
them. Well, you saw it. It's on the other side of them. You'd have to get around that group,
So
and
this
it's up
way.
the path.
Okay.
Yeah,
Specifically, like right here.
yeah.
Ooh.
So it's up to
Ooh.
you. You could go all the way around the fort on the other side and through the woods,
Actually,
Hmm.
or you can just say, "Yeah, nah, this ain't worth our time."
can I give Iori my masquerade scarf and have her disguise herself as one of the sleeping guys?
You could actually.
Iori,
Mhm.
would you like to disguise yourself as one of the guys and disguise yourself so that way you can sneak over the bell and disable it?
Sure. Don't see a whole lot of other options, but I'm willing to give it a try.
Okay.
Also, wait. Didn't we get a potion of invisibility at some point?
You did.
Literally completely forgot about that.
I'm glad that-
Yule rummages this for his pack. Take this as well,
Just in case.
just in case they start seeing through the disguise.
Wouldn't it be better to have an invisible guard walking along with?
Yeah. I'll
Ooh,
take
good
the
point.
potion.
If it matters, invisibility does last 10 minutes. So, you could, if you have someone with soft steps, they could just walk across, disable it, and come back.
I don't know if we have that.
Basically, a good stealth check is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
I have-
aka not me.
Saadi has an 8, a +8 bonus to stealth.
Iori also has a +8.
Very strange why the smallest of us is the loudest.
No comment.
She's on foreign land, sir.
Yeah, at home I could sneak by mommy and mother, no problem.
Because
Can I
they
tell you
were
guys something
ignoring
random?
you.
Yeah, just sneak past the mummy.
Okay, so. Is the plan going to be to have someone take the potion and sneak across?
Still Iori.
Yeah, Yori's probably the best choice for that.
Yeah.
Who shall be the invisible guard?
No. We're saying just have Iori with the
Invisible
invisibility
potion.
potion.
Oh, very well.
Okay, so Iori, since you're invisible, you are going to get a +4 to your stealth check, so give me that stealth check and see if you can get across.
Invisibility only gives you a +4?
Well,
Oh my god!
basically,
Keeps you from getting a crit fail.
well, it gives you the hidden trait. Basically, they have to actively search to find you. The +4 is basically something I'm giving you, since they can't visibly see you, but you might step on like sticks or whatever.
Sure. Alright, fair enough. Alright, here we go.
Oh!
Ooh.
All right, 25. You get across with no problem. Go ahead and move. And as you get closer, you overhear the bandits basically talking amongst themselves, mentioning that they mentioned that that the boss is worried about how a group was able to just take out the mayor and just kill off some of their lieutenants at Minakami. Basically, they're scared and frustrated that they have to remain behind instead of going with the rest. And is there anything you wish to do, or are you just going to continue with the mission?
Oh, I am just continuing with the mission. I am not here to chance fate.
Okay. So, Saadi, you prepare just in case anything goes bad, and you go
Okay,
ahead and move along the path to the bell. I'm not going to have you make a roll. You can just dismantle the bell, basically like removing the bell part and then hiding it someplace.
It's called a clapper.
You
I was
think?
gonna say the clapper.
So you can basically remove the clapper. What would you like to do?
I am going to try and remove the hammer from inside the bell using my thieves' tools.
Good call. Make your roll. Thievery and good luck. All right, 16 is going to succeed. You carefully, quietly remove the hammer, the bell, hammer part and the clapper, and you can make a stealth check to hide it, or you can just keep it on your person.
Oh, I'm just keeping it on my person for the time being. Does it just have the stats of a hammer?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm sorry.
And that only took about a minute, so you still have 5 minutes remaining on the potion. So give me a stealth check to get back across.
There we go. Sorry, I was adding the hammer to my inventory.
Nah, it's all good. So meanwhile, while that stealth check, that's going to be 24, you make it back to the rest of the party without issue. Now that you're together, what will you do?
Well,
So since Iori is invisible, she is going to fuck, we didn't come up with like a signal or anything.
You're a professional. I'm going to assume that you came up with something and explained it.
Iori approaches and just like taps, I guess it'd be Yarra's shoulder.
yes.
And then after like getting initial attention, takes the hammer out of the bag and like drops it into the soft dirt so it doesn't make any noise.
Ah.
Just kind of shows that like this is
Mission accomplished.
yeah, and kind of mentioning also that they may still go for the bell, but it won't make any noise, which might give us additional cover in the chaos.
Well, then I suggest Rom and I cause the chaos.
Drin.
Drin. I'm sorry.
Shouldn't we check the other end?
That was player mistake.
Brom is my father.
No, that was an honest
Shouldn't
player
we-
mistake. I'm sorry.
Saadi, what were you saying?
Shouldn't we check the other side of the camp first?
I
up to you.
agree.
Yeah,
I
now that
think we should.
might as well see if there's anything behind the castle.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and make your way along.
We.
Just.
Yep.
I'm just following Yule and Wolf.
Rhyme.
Right. Thank you. I forgot.
Which I think is
As-
this way.
As you, the black space, just pretend that's a moat because
Okay.
I had to work at the
Gotcha.
map that I had. With that, once you reach here, you dimly see a path way past the thicket of trees and bushes. If you're going to spend time searching for any secret entrances, I'm going to need perception checks.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm also going to use keen eyes as well.
Good call.
Oh, for the love of! I am re-rolling that.
Oh my god.
What is with
Okay.
my dice?
We
They need to
ain't
be in
found
jail.
shit.
Yule is more making sure that Saadi is keeping up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Saadi can't see shit.
Well, that's
She
why.
probably gets like. She probably
You're
gets like a -5 or -6 or something.
It's okay, she has a seeing eye rogue at the moment.
And
Okay.
also, she also has the help of the wolf.
Yeah.
So, the party sees something strange right up here. I have to make sure I'm on the map layer so you can actually see what I'm clicking at. Right up here.
That trapdoor in level 4, I see on the map?
It is, but it seems there's like a little section that looks like stone, like kind of a half tunnel. Like everybody but Yarra and Drin has to like crouch down to go through.
Yarra can just
But
walk.
yeah,
I mean,
Yarra can just walk.
You're Yule is between the two of them. He's not as tall as Drin, but not as short as Yarra.
Yeah,
So the shorties can just walk. Everybody else has to crouch down. But it stops the wall, and you see that there seems to be like some sort of like stone mechanisms that are built into the wall, and a thievery check might be able to figure it out.
Sweet.
well, let's go.
Thievery check. Boom, bada yada. Oop, let's re-roll that. Boom, bada yada.
Do you... Okay, do you have thieves' tools?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you spend some time working the wall, and the goblin figures out a mechanism, and the wall opens up, and you can walk through.
Yay!
So let me just move everybody in.
Sorry, I had.
There we go. So, there you go. Now you're inside. Now, give me a moment. I actually have a description for this room. Boop, 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 boop. Where is it? There it is. And that is room 11. So, when you enter the room, you see a hallway, and you suddenly feel the air grow... at the far end, you do see a large gathering of Seven Rings bandits who are currently like cooking a pig at a fire pit and just lounging around and enjoying themselves. Also, there should be plenty of lighting on the wall in that section. But as you are deciding what you wish to do, you also feel the air suddenly grow cold enough that you can see your breath. But nothing happens. So what do you do?
Oh no, did we walk into a ghost nest?
Perhaps. What does the party wish to do?
Right, I'm training in occultism. Can I just... Is there any sort of signal that might, I don't know. Is there any way that Saadi can check for any kind of occult ritual that might be producing this strange, unnatural cold? Or no?
You can roll. You can roll occultism. Yes.
Maybe. I will do that real quick. Occultism. Yeah.
Do you want to re-roll that?
Nah, I'm not going to re-roll it.
Okay. You have no idea what's going on, but nothing else happens. But just to describe everything else, wait, no, that's the wrong. Where is the? There it is. Okay. Besides that, what I described, you also see that there is an entrance to the north, which is here. And at the far end, you do see the dining hall with the bandits that I mentioned. And you see that there are these small alcoves over here that have like torches sticking out of them. And there is a door to the south over here. What does the party wish to do?
Wow.
Shall we
knowing
take
anything else.
One time, we'll go ahead.
Thought he's just going to find a nice pile of barrels and just take cover behind them. And just basically just wait for everyone else to figure out what to do.
Is Iori still invisible?
You have 2 minutes of invisibility remaining.
Iori is going to sneak to the very front cover to try and get a better view of what's going on.
Go for it. So give me a stealth check. You are going to get the +4 still since you are hidden.
Crit.
Whoa!
Okay,
Very stealthy.
Yes, you can actually get into the room without any problems. But basically, let's see, that is room 5. So let me read the description for that.
I'm gonna flank him.
So, the room you enter looks to have once been a grand dining hall for the castle. You see torn banners on the wall, which heraldry might be able to tell you more details about once you can actually see them. But you can picture that this room once belonged to an incredible host of soldiers, and based on the architecture, it was very likely built in the time before the Oni came the Chuye. But now it's dirty, broken down, and in ruins. The passage directly to the south of you, where you are right now, is blocked off by rubble, and there's a door here that seems to lead further into the room. And you see that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bandits scattered across the room. One who is currently cooking a pig on a spit. 4 that are playing dice games at a table. 1 who is on his alone looking at a mirror, and 1 that is at the far end of the room rubbing his hands over an open fire. What is everyone else doing?
Yule is actually mounting up at this point.
Saadi, can Saadi realistically approach just like over here?
You can without being seen.
Yeah, exactly. Does it seem like they're looking her way?
No, they seem to be doing their own thing, but you can attempt it with a stealth check.
She will do that.
No problem. You can get up to the next set of cover.
Which would be what? This right here?
Yeah, the barrels, basically.
And what does she see anything over here? Is the door marked with anything special?
Yes, it's just a closed door at the moment.
Right.
Although, give me a perception check, because you might hear something actually.
Right.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, you hear 2 distinct voices crying on the other side of that door. It's distant, like it's kind of echoing like off of a wall.
You said crying?
I did.
Alright.
Our 2 healer group sorry.
The people that were mentioned.
Yeah.
You do something a little bit odd.
Well, possibly, but let's give everybody else a chance first.
Right.
Oh, what's everyone else doing?
Yule is actually going to try to stealth up closer onto the door side here.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Alright. 22.
No problem. You get them, no problem.
And I'll do a perception check as well, just so see if I can hear anything. No, I don't hear that.
Nope,
I'm more focused on keeping the wolf quiet.
Okay. Yarra, what are you doing?
Yarra.
And Drin already heard you say you were taking out your shield and weapon, right?
Yes, although it's going to be the javelin first.
Sounds good.
Yara's gonna pull out her great axe and her frying pan.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
Slice with
isn't
one
the great axe? Yeah, isn't the great axe a 2-hander?
Is it?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I apologize, and I'm just pulling out
No,
my... Just pulling out my,
Understand also that for her, a great axe is actually a hatchet.
Yeah, Yarra thinks there's Zoro from One Piece.
You know what? I
Gonna hold
actually...
it. No, I'm not lying, Matt. It's
What?
funny, but no.
There is actually a feet.
What,
Yeah.
what I was thinking was...
I think that you actually use your hands for that. And your mouth. Not your feet.
Well, hold on. What were you saying, Yarra?
I
I'm
was...
sorry.
I was thinking that, it's a little bit bigger than a hatchet. That would be comical if it's, like, bigger than her.
Wow.
Alright, so you armed up. Before Saadi, Iori, what are you doing now that you're there?
as she kind of assumed that the rest of the party is preparing for whatever's going to happen next, she is going to lie in ambush.
Okay. You see that there's a very narrow section above the rubble that you could crawl on top of to get into the passage beyond, though that's probably not something you want to do while you're stealthing.
Well, I can think of... Is there a gap up there?
It's a very narrow one, but yes. Basically, like, you would have to belly crawl to get up into it.
Or let me whisper you something.
Oh, yes, you may.
The hints are adding up.
Yes.
So while you're doing that, Saadi, you mentioned you were going to do something earlier, right?
Yeah. She's just going to take a page from her journal and write in really big TN text. There's screaming coming from that room. And then she'll just point insistently behind Yule.
Yule notices and nods. And then he motions to Yarra and Drin that this passageway is important.
Yarra would point to Saadi and basically gesture for her to protect that passage. In case anybody
Yeah,
got
Saadi.
past.
Saadi just nods.
Okay. So, now I'm going to ask everybody to reroll initiative. I'm assuming that you can roll stealth or perception.
Alright, rolling stealth. Make sure you target your...
Yep, don't forget to target your characters. Oh,
But hey, you don't want to be moving forward fast.
that's true, that's
Yeah,
true.
That's true.
Drin!
Oh my god.
Alright, is that everybody, or...
Drin is re-rolling that, by the way.
Well, you need to roll it anyway because you didn't have your character targeted in the first place.
Yeah, so no need to reroll. Just target your character so it'll auto-add to the thing.
There we go, it did.
Let me see who we're missing.
We're missing Yarra.
Mine go, because I clicked.
Well, here, I'll just add you to the...
You didn't hit the initiative button, you just perceptioned.
Oh, for the
It's okay. What did you roll?
22.
Alright, 22. Cool. So we're gonna start with Iori. What do you do? You can whisper me if you wish to. If you're whispering me, Yada, you're gonna be next. So, think about what you're gonna do.
As to not... Okay, so you said that there's a group playing dice. Where are they?
They're the four at the table here.
Alright, I am going to... Well, hold on, let me measure. Okay, second. Iori is going to use the cantrip telekinetic projectile to make one of the die take an absolutely wild bounce and
Oh my god, that's cool.
bounce directly into the face of, I guess, the orange one.
Nice.
You know what? That is really cool. I'm just gonna roll their initiative just in case it starts, but they're not actually active yet. But okay, so make that roll. And they are off guard to you, so that is... Uh-oh. Hold on. That looks like a... Yep, that's a critical!
Oh no.
Oh
Alright,
no!
So the die suddenly gets up off of the table and like slings right into one of their faces and just totally nuclear obliterates them as they get just a D6 slammed upside their nose and they crash up against the wall and just like die.
No, that's not just a D6. That's a double D6 of damage.
Plus sneak attack damage.
Snake eyes up the nose.
It's true D6 damage.
Oh, yes,
Holy.
the critical damage on it's 22.
Oh,
Yeah,
So it was a total of 28 damage.
No, yeah, 28 damage because you had sneak attack.
oh.
So I'm guessing they're unconscious?
No,
Uh,
dead.
Unless you want to be lethal,
if you want it to be
Do not want
Iori.
this. I'm not trying to kill them.
all right, so they're knocked out. Then
Did Iori take the bloody mess perk?
nice. All right, so that's one action. 2 actions because spells are 2 actions. So you have 1 action remaining.
I am going to retain my last action for Nimble Dodge, assuming I'm using that correctly.
Okay, click it real quick so we can see how it works. It's a reaction. So basically, you use that when it's triggered.
Oh, okay. For my 1 remaining action, I will return to being stealthy just in case I abruptly run out of invisibility potion.
Well, since you're obviously since you did a hostile action that breaks invisibility, but since that's a telekinetic attack, and their passive perception does not out you yet, they have to take a speak action to spot you. So you're still hidden right now. But give me a stealth check since you're basically reestablishing stealth. Okay,
I'm going to use a point to reroll that.
Go for it.
Perfect.
I don't know if I'm going to beat that, but we'll try. Yarra, you're up.
Okay. Yarra is going to use 2 actions, run up at this guy, and...
Uh-oh. Alright, is this lethal?
No.
Alright, so as you just come in, you just slam your axe to the side of them, and they leaned into like the spit they were rolling, and the pig basically splats on the ground.
Welcome to pain.
And they are out. Drin, you're up.
Alright. I'll be back.
I have to run up behind Yarra and throw a spear at this guy.
Okay, go for it.
How do I show you which guy?
Just ping which one you're. Are you going for the nearest one or the furthest one?
Nearest one.
Okay. They will be. Go ahead and roll it and see how you do.
Woo!
That's a critical!
And it's lethal.
It is lethal, so that one is actually dead.
That's 2 actually dead. Huzzah!
Alright.
For my 3rd action, I'm going to unlimber my axe.
Well, keep in
Or
mind you had to
hammer,
use 2
actually.
actions. Keep in mind you had to use 2 actions to walk up, since the dwarves are a little bit slower.
Yeah, you just because your movement speed is 30, correct?
Oh, it's 20.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you barely made it with both your action moves.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it for you.
I'll stand there.
Alright, Ryder. Yule, you're up.
All right, Yule is going to give 2 motions to his wolf, of course, which is, let's see, that's a total of, I thought 40 feet, so total 80. Yeah, we'll first get the wolf. We'll first do a first movement action, move into the area.
Mm-hmm.
Then we are going to. We'll just shoot this dude twice then.
Alright, make your first attack.
Alright. Hey.
So
Alright.
rated.
They're out. God, these guys didn't even get a turn yet.
And then I'll take on Mr. Blue then, taking on the shot for Mr. Blue.
Go for it.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit. Only for 2 damage, though.
Alright, so he gets hit for 2. It's a glancing blow, because he is trying to not hit his allies with that one.
Yep. So the glancing blow shoots and hits for 2. And that's it for you. So, Saadi, you're up.
Oh yeah, that guy's way in range.
shoot.
The only one I can hit without hitting my allies is this one.
Well, you
So
can
I
always
guess-
shoot over. You can always shoot over your ally, so that's not an issue.
So I wouldn't take any disadvantage over that? One,
No.
like a -2 or something?
Remember,
Oh,
we're all you're shooting over the shorties.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well-
that's I completely
Yeah, you forget about that. You have the
I
shorty
did
bonus.
forget about that.
You have the shorty
totally
advantage.
completely forgot about that. Okay, cool. So she has a clear line of sight. She's gonna attack the purple one first with
Go for
her
it.
Giselle. And let's see.
I'm assuming you're using two-handed mode.
Oh wait, what? Yeah, let me re-roll that.
Whoop,
There we go.
boy.
All right, that's gonna take him out.
Wow. I didn't
Yeah.
even have to do one shot, one kill.
No.
Okay.
And you're
quick
going
draw.
after blue this time.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay.
so you're swapping weapons here, pulling out one of the pistols.
Oh, whoops, hold on. Let me re-roll that.
Yeah, was-
Ouch!
Well,
Can I
keep-
re-roll
Alright.
that?
You can certainly reroll that.
Okay.
You spend the hero point.
Alright. And let's try that again.
much
Okay,
better.
that-
Oh,
All right.
boy.
Because of the wounds they took, that's gonna take that one out.
Jesus.
We have one left.
Yep.
And so that's well, Saadi still has one more movement, right?
Yep. One
Uh,
action remaining.
No, that's
She's
three.
going
No,
quick draw.
because quick draw allows you to draw and attack.
Ah, yes, it is.
Saadi is just going to. Can she quick draw to switch to her Giselle and reload that instead? Or is that too much? Would she have to reload her pistol? Because that's what she's got equipped.
Well, quick draw specifically says you can you interact to draw a weapon and then strike with it. So you would have to you'll have to draw it and then reload it next turn.
Right. So she's just going to cover reload her pistol.
Okay, so there you go. And now the one goon that was there remaining turns around and sees the friends either knocked out or dead, and is like, "Yeah, no, this is garbage, and I'm out of here." So they will spend two actions to get to the door, and will open the door. So let me just set this door to open. Boop. And that's it for them. Iori, you're up. I feel bad for this guy
Yeah.
because they don't know you're there.
Yee.
What are they doing over here? They just opened the door.
Yep.
Yeah, they're trying to leave.
There's a bed next to them.
Yes.
Are you gonna bed fight them?
Well, no, but they are about to become a part of a sudden pillow fight.
Oh my.
Bludgeon damage.
It's that one thing from Jason X.
Yeah, you know what? I am gonna go through it. So yeah, telekinetic projectile.
8 damage.
Oh, man.
Oh wait, no. Would that be a crit?
That is a crit.
Do you
So
get the
that-
extra sneak?
That's 14 damage.
Yeah. So that one's
Yeah,
knocked out.
I'll say, and I have, mentioning it because the party brought it up. I have magical trickster, so I do get sneak attack on spells.
Yeast.
And that ends that fight. As the last of the goons basically knocked out, leaving you alone in the room. All is quiet. There's a half-cooked pig lying on the ground, and the dice are just scattered across the table. What will you do?
Really quickly, Saadi's just going to use this time to reload her Giselle.
Yep. So I'm assuming you take the time to reload everything.
Yeah,
She
you
just needs to reload this Giselle. After she does that, she's going to start checking the alcove rooms.
Yeah, Yule is going to actually go back to check this room back here.
Okay. Let's go ahead and continue in initiative order. So, Yarra, you're up.
Yarra's gonna
Let's not open the doors.
keep
Oh,
an
my
eye
bad.
on this open door.
Okay. Alright, so I'll tell you what happens after. I just want to hear what everyone else is doing first.
Yep.
Iori, since you're right there, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna check this person.
Okay. I'll tell you what you find in a moment. Drin?
Excuse me.
Going to move to this doorway and look through it.
Okay. I mentioned earlier, but the way is blocked by like rubble on the ground. There is a passage, like a very small split at the north where you could like belly crawl through. The sturdier folk like you would have to make an acrobatics check. The shorties can get by without any problem. Everybody else can just belly crawl through.
Okay.
All right, but and you can just barely see like a small passageway and a stairwell at the top. On the other side of the stone, if you like, hop up and look over. Yule, you went over here to that door. So what do you do?
You'll just gotta carefully listen and then open it.
Okay. You go ahead and open the door, and that is room number 12. Once you open the door, as you reach the small chamber, you see a desk and a chair at the other side of the door. Atop the desk is a gold-colored chest resting atop a pile of silver coins. 2 doors lie on both sides of the room, and behind them you can hear 2 figures sobbing, one on each side. What do you do?
You'll takes a moment, calls back to, takes a moment. It's like, Saadi, come here with me. We got people. Might be those people the guide mentioned.
Right.
But he's going to gently come in. It's like, once he said that to them, he's going to enter the room cautiously and call out, "Hello?"
The crying keeps continuing. I'll get to you in just a moment. Body, what are you doing?
He rushes over to the room. Let's see, 5, 10.
You don't have to count out spaces.
No,
We're not in
okay.
combat time. This is just our organization. So you go ahead and go into the room. So I'll cover you in a moment. Iori, since you were searching bodies, you find that the bodies have a total of 15 copper in total. Each of them has a Tonto knife, basically a dagger, and a set of dice, as well as leather armor.
Okay, she's taking the coins and the dice.
Okay.
Actually,
So
she's also taking the daggers, but they're just like going into the fireplace.
Okay.
She's not carrying around that many fucking swords, but for the ones that aren't dead and they wake up, they're in for a rude prank.
Fair enough. All right, and let me see.
I mean, there's only one of them that didn't get lethally taken down. Let's be honest.
Well, hold on. One of them's only suffering from two of them technically are suffering from concussions.
Yeah, Reddy and this guy.
Oh yeah, so that's 3 then.
Actually,
That's 3.
you,
So
like-
red.
Hold on. One time. Blasty, go ahead.
Red, yellow, and orange were the 3 that got concussed.
Okay. Saadi, what were you saying, real quick?
On an OOC note, like, would it be cool if you saved a dagger for Saadi? She doesn't actually have any melee weapons right now.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have your choice if you want either the dagger for a finesse weapon. I also still have the hammer from the bell.
She'll just use a dagger.
Okay. Real quick, Yada, since you were peeking into the next room, let me see, that is room number 4. So once you peek into the next room, this small room is decorated extremely well compared to the rest of the room. The tile is ornamentally designed, even if it's cracked in places, and there's a certain quiet nobility and charm within the room. Do you go in?
No.
Okay, then you see that there is a well in the center of the room from your vantage point.
Because I'm just keeping watch, making sure no one sneaks up on us.
Okay. So, then...
My icon is stuck.
Oh no.
I can't move it.
Oh, thank you, Greg. Let me see. Where did you put your icon?
It's
Down
right
here.
Somehow it got stuck.
Oh, okay. There we go. Boom.
That's weird.
It's probably because
Yeah.
it's a narrow passage. Were you going to try to belly crawl over?
Actually, I was going to stand in front of it and test to see if I could move any of the rocks out of the way to make it easier. And now my whole map is gone. There we go. It's back.
Okay. You can make an athletics check to see if you can do anything with the stone. You can also attempt a mountain lore.
There it is. That's what I'm looking for. $18.
Okay. You can do some things with the top of the stone to make it a little easier so that you don't have to wiggle and squeeze through. It'll take you about 10 minutes to do so.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay. So I'm going to go back up to the room where Saadi and Yule are. What are you two doing at the moment?
Well, Yule is leaning against the one door, just trying to hear.
You just hear sobbing at the moment.
Okay, then he tries to open the door.
You unlock the door and you open it, so go ahead and open it. And on the other side, you see what appears to be a samsara. A samsara who is currently kneeling in the corner of the room, with her head in her hands. And hearing the door open, she looks up and shouts, "What do you monsters want? Why have you taken us?"
Yule just looks at her. I want to set you free. I'm not with them.
What?
This
isn't a trick, is it?
Yule just leans forward on Rhyme and looks at her. No, it's not. I've come from beyond this land, over actually from the other side of the mountains. But I'm with a group.
While this conversation is happening, can I have Saadi interrupt?
Well, let them finish first, and then you can interrupt.
First,
I've come from across the mountains, but most recently I was at the temple atop the hill and heard the plight of the guide.
I do not know who that is. You said you were going to interrupt?
yes. Saadi's just going to she's just going to go to the other side of the door, from where Yule is. She's not going to point the gun at the lady, but she's going to ask, "You're not going to transform into a giant monster and kill us, are you?"
No.
And it's very clear that she has never seen something like the Samsaran before.
No.
Yule rolls his eyes. It's the Samsara. They're immortal like us.
Oh,
A little bit more divine blood runs in their veins.
terribly sorry, man. I am terribly sorry.
No, enough of that. Is he okay?
Let us go find out. Saadi, would you mind opening the other door?
Is Sumi safe? And by the way, real quick, before you open the door, I mean, you can open the door, but you notice that she was wearing the robes with the symbol of the Higechoki family.
Interesting.
And I will put the nameplate up so you can see. And she says, and when you open the door, you see a Samsaran as well, who is wearing the robes with the symbol of the Saotome family. And he looks up and he immediately charges forward and looks ready to throw a punch. What do you do?
Saadi just drops her weapon and holds up her hands. Wait. Please stop.
And he stops in mid-swing. What is it? What have you done to her?
I haven't done anything. We're here to rescue anyone that's trapped by the bandits.
Okay. Which one of you would like to make a diplomacy check to see if you can actually
Oh.
convince them?
Saadi,
I was gonna say, Saadi probably has the higher diplomacy at the moment. I only have a 1. Yeah. Yule's gonna roll the assist.
16 will do it.
hey,
So they look to you, and he says, "Oh, thank goodness. I thought we would be here forever. Is she okay?"
As far as I can tell, she is. Yule says, looking at from as he hears that, and looks to her. Are you okay, ma'am?
And you hear, and she shouts out, "Beloved, I'm here! I'm here! They're here to rescue us!" And we're gonna pause that scene and go to the others. So, Iori, Drin, and Yarra, what are you 3 doing?
Still keeping an eye on this passage. Make sure no
Okay.
one sneaks up behind us.
Nothing
I'm
is
crawling
happening
over the
at all.
rubble into the other room.
Okay, here, I'll move your token. Let me just do that for you. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, and let me see, that is room 6. So, the small chamber you enter has a single burning torch illuminating it. You see a single stairwell leading up, and a passage to the north that you basically just crawled over. You also see a passageway leading to the south. There is also a hallway leading to the west. There's also a stairwell that you see, and atop the stairwell, you can see what appears to be you see jingling coins on the not jingling, but like shiny coins just lying down on the ground at the foot of the steps. And at the top of the stairwell, you see what appears to be a lockbox, just lying there in the middle of the floor.
I'm going to extinguish the flame.
Okay, let me just do that. One moment.
All I can say is, Yule actually. I was gonna say the fact that there's a chest in the room there with smoke coins. I'm a little suspicious of that thing.
You don't know about it yet.
No, in our room over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you extinguish the flame. And meanwhile, what are Yara's still keeping watch. Iori, what are you doing?
Dot.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm thinking.
Okay, sorry.
Give her a second.
Sorry.
If you need me to come back to you, let me know.
Could I?
I guess she's gonna go down this way.
So you want to go into the passage with as well?
Like this. Yeah, so I guess she's... But there's another door in here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But she's gonna investigate that door.
Okay, well, real quick, now that you've entered the room fully,
Yeah.
to the north, you see a statue. And the statue appears to depict a soldier. And you can give me a religion check to see if you can figure out who the statue is for.
Is this one that I could do Chuye lore for, or is this going to be religion?
You can use True lore. That's going to be enough.
Yeah, I'll take that.
The statue is for General Susumu.
Ah, my god.
And there is a small bucket next to the well that you can see that Yarra couldn't see because she was staying in the corner alcove there. There is a small passageway here that you can barely see, like bed rolls that are laid down, and you see a door to the south.
Do I see a door to the east?
Well, it's just a
It's an open
hallway.
passage. Got it.
Yeah, it's an open passage.
I'm gonna check the door to the south first to see if it's locked or unlocked.
It is currently unlocked. You can open it right now.
Is the locking mechanism on my side or their side?
It's on your side.
Okay, I lock the door.
It's locked.
Okay, now I'm going to investigate the west-hand side.
Okay. I'm assuming you're stealthing. Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Great.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Oof. Okay, so currently you see, and I will make them visible since you can see them. Currently, you see 3 people that are just lying there, sitting on their bedrolls, just like kind of dozing off.
Is there anything in this room besides them?
Oh, yes. We see that is room 3. The room appears to be a sleeping quarters that have been recently set up, perhaps for the 7 Rings bandits assigned to guard duty and patrols. Other than that, you do, from where you see that they have like spears at the ready, like an obscene amount of spears at the ready. And based on what you know of the fortress, it's very likely that they are either like a support troop for the guards out front, or perhaps there's like some sort of like kill box nearby.
Nope, leaving this room.
Okay.
Okay, actually, hold on. Is there a door in and out of this room?
No, that's an open passage.
Okay, well, never mind. Well, I'll just head back to the central chamber, and I'm sure that's probably my time.
Well, you could attempt to like maybe block off that chamber because there were a bunch of barrels around. It'll take you time, but with Yada's help, that would make it faster.
Actually, I have a better idea. I am going to scatter ball bearings.
Oh, good call. So I will draw that on the map. Meanwhile,
As to not have to divide it out, I will just get rid of I will just dump the entire bag of ball bearings.
no problem. So there you go. All right, so ball bearings been the floor has been booby trapped. Brom or Dren, excuse me. Now that you've doused the flame, what do you do? And don't worry, guys. Up in the, I'll get to you guys in a moment.
I'm going to advance down the hallway to.
The door
Yeah, where's the door?
down here.
Right there.
Okay. So, on the way there, you make it to room 7. The small room, which is this one here. The small room you enter appears to be a cramped room with barrels against one wall and a comically large crate blocking the passage to the right. There is another passage to the south leading to a door. And I'm going to pause that and go back to the others. So, Saadi and Yule, you overheard the two Samsara call each other beloved, and what do you do?
Yule looks to Iori. Asatome and Higatoki in love.
Romeo and Juliet.
I do not know the reference, but I get the point.
Nice.
Yule looks at that chest of money. Have them take the money. Tell them to go.
Oh yeah. Where? Is that yours?
I mean, that was in here when we came in. So.
No, that's not ours. None of our belongings are here.
These are probably the stolen goods from all the people that they've robbed over these years.
Yeah.
Months? Weeks? Days? I don't know how long this organization's existed.
You should check for traps before you do anything with it.
Yeah, Yule is going to examine the chest before either of them touch it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Can Saadi do the same?
One of you can roll and the other can help.
What do you have? Do you have a 7?
I have a 6.
Yeah, I'll
I have a
take.
6. I'll help.
So roll first.
Yep.
Nice.
The chest appears to be
Hey.
safe. You see no traps or anything of the sort.
All right. Yule motions to the two of them. Take what you feel you need and move towards the back. There's a small exit on the east side of the passage.
You don't have to tell me twice. And they completely ignore the chest, hug each other, and then leave.
Hey.
Yule looks at the treasure. I don't feel right taking that.
Alright. I'll take
If
it.
you, it's like go right ahead.
Saadi takes the treasure. She scoops as much silver as will fit into the chest.
This is what you find inside. A lot of silver coins, a potion, a let me look at something real quick. Boop, 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 boop. A set of boot spurs that look to be mechanical and attachable to boots, and you see a magic rune.
Magic what? Magic rune?
Rune, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Those spurs, though.
They
So,
jingle.
Since you are a alchemist, you actually are aware of what they are after you take a moment to examine it. So I'm just going to go ahead and write it out.
Sweet, thank you. I actually forgot some of the things. Interesting.
Blast boots.
Interesting.
Let me see. Yeah,
Interesting.
Yule looks at those things and like, no, thank you.
I could take those.
Go
I
for
could
it.
use them.
Those might benefit you better because if I'm with my wolf, I can't really even use that because they don't fit his feet.
They probably don't fit his feet. Although honestly, we should have a discussion with Yarra, Iori, and Drin about this. They could probably use those as well.
True. So let's just gather and go. I saw there's another. Let's check. We can check that other passageway on the way through.
Sounds good. She closes the chest shut and just hurries along.
Before that, as you enter the chamber, you see the two samsara are just staring at what you see are three ghostly figures. Specifically, a candelabra that is hopping around and talking to them, a ghost crow that is talking to them, and a ghost that is just sitting on a barrel carving up a wood figurine who is talking to them. And that chilly, cold aura is in the air. And we're going to pause that scene and come back.
Right.
So, Drin,
I'm
what do
going
you
to
do?
backtrack and there was a passageway to the west right there, if I was not mistaken.
Yep, and once you reach there, you see that Iori is just finished dropping some ball bearings on the ground.
Ah.
So you can just walk in if you wish.
I shall do so.
Okay.
About to here, so I can see everything.
Okay. And Yada, you see Drin appearing down here. So what do you do?
Yarra is finally going to approach and inspect the well.
Okay. The well appears there's a bucket that's attached to some rope nearby, and there's clear water at the bottom. And the statue of General Susumu is basically just watching over. A religion check may be able to determine what this is, what the purpose of this room is. You can also use city lore.
Okay, I'm gonna use city lore because, yeah.
Okay. That is actually going to be enough. You've seen this before, actually, or in your studies.
Okay.
Apparently, this is a ritual chamber for like blessing of soldiers. These chambers always have buckets of anointed water that, if used to douse carefully cared for weapons and mounts, can actually empower them for a short time. However, the magic of these rooms only work within. Basically, the magic has to be done here, so you can't carry it with you to do elsewhere.
Okay.
Uh,
And apparently it works best for followers of General Susumu, but anyone who shows proper respect can make use of this room.
Okay. I'm gonna share it with these two, and then I'm gonna go tell the others. Might be good if we utilize this.
Okay, so you can make your way. What do Iori and Drin do in the meantime?
Does Drin recognize it as such, or did Yarra tell me about it?
I did.
Yarra told you about it.
I will go and go down on one knee in front of the statue with my war hammer in a neutral position, bow my head for a moment.
Okay, you do so, and to activate it, all you have to do is basically clean your weapon in the water that's drawn from the well.
That'll be my next
Okay.
action.
Iori, what about you?
She is not doing that. She's going to investigate the south door first step, unlocking it.
Okay, so it is unlocked, and you can open it. There you go. By the way, it'll take you 10 minutes to do the proper ritual to clean your weapon, but when you do, you're going to get a +1 on attack rolls with your warhammer for the next hour.
so basically, for the rest of this adventure
Pretty much.
of this
Awesome.
day.
Okay, so you see a small passageway, and you see the large group on the outside, basically currently on patrol. It seems that you found the passageway to the front, but you also see this little alcove here. There might be something there, if you make a stealth roll to get to it.
I am going to do that.
Make your roll.
Make it a good one.
Is that what's the name of the gentleman there? Is it the name's overlapping? Can you move over
yeah.
so I can see his name?
Yeah, sure. Boom, there you go.
There you go.
Alright, anyway, back to you. You make it through without any issue. Once you make it, you see, and you can do a mouse over to see it, but there is a chest that lies upon a pile of ripped and crumpled papers.
I would like to check for traps.
You may. Give me a perception check. And it turns out that it's a good thing that you did, because you examine it and you find that, boop, it seems that the lock appears to be poisoned.
Who would be so cruel to poison a lock?
So, you can attempt to break. You can attempt to basically navigate around the poisoned lock so that you can access it without any issues. That would be a thievery check. Basically, the way it works is that the lock basically has a spring mechanism that would stick you with poison, and it appears that it also rings a bell to alarm if you don't successfully break it. Will you attempt to?
Yeah, I suppose I shall.
Alright, make your thievery check. It takes you a few moments, but you successfully pick the lock without any issue whatsoever. And inside you see copper coins, a small jade figurine of a cat, a weird cogwheel, and a green potion. And a green potion.
Mind if I drop that into the team inventory?
Go for it.
I was asking Fee.
You may. So, boom. Oh well, whatever.
As with all of the. Oh, actually, she is going to take the contents but leave the chest. She's going to write a note and put it inside of it, and then not only lock the chest but rearm the trap.
You're
What's the
brilliant.
note gonna say?
Oh, I'll message you.
Okay. Do you do anything with the papers, by the way, that were on top of the beneath the chest?
I shall take a look.
Okay. It appears to be a bunch of scattered scraps of paper that look like they were torn from the same notes. You could take a craft, perception, or society check, and 10 minutes, so probably not now, to put them back together. So you could collect them if you wish, or just leave them.
She'll take them with her, but she'll figure out what they actually say later.
Okay, so put on your sheet that you have scattered paper,
Okay.
and I'm assuming what will you do?
After that, I am returning to everyone else.
Okay, so meanwhile, back to everyone else. The party. What?
No, I was just saying very excitedly, ghosts!
Yep. So, once you arrive, and go ahead and move yourself to find everyone else back at room 11. Once you find the ghosts look towards you and the Samsaran, and the man who's currently sitting on the crates looks up and says, "Strangers, attend us! Explain to us why you're here!"
We are here to rid this place of the Seven Rings and end their assholery.
Not the phrasing I would have said, but yes.
Saadi just nods along.
Real quick,
He
so
just doesn't know how to address ghosts.
is that and the little the candelabra bounces around and says, Is that true? That's true? Good. I've got no input beyond that." And the crows just says, "Scraw! You waxhead! Don't you understand that we're trying to help them help us?" And the ghost man says, "Well, if they wish to help us, then they must prove their worth to us." And just to explain, this is an influence system. If you wish to engage the ghosts in influence, you can try to speak with them to try to try to gain their interest. You have a total of 4 rounds. You need 4 success. You need a certain amount of successes to get like more increasing bonuses as you go.
Wait,
but if you fail 4 times, well, we're getting to that. So, if you fail 4 times, then the influence phase ends. So, what you can do on your turn, is either you can directly influence one of the 3 ghosts, the bird, the candelabra, or the man. Or you can make a perception checks or lore checks to try to figure out how to best influence them, like basically learning about their personalities and the best way to appeal to their individual personalities. So, that is how that system goes. And Iori, as you arrive, you see them talking to 3 ghosts and to Samsara, who are like freaking out in the corner of the room because ghosts.
Iori kind of has, looks at the talking candelabra and co, and kind of has a look of, nah, I'm actually good, and kind of turns to the other members and says, I've secured our exit whenever you all are ready.
Should we at least lock up the unconscious ones and then hide the bodies of the others?
Sounds good to me.
Well, we won't have to if we leave quickly.
True.
Well, do whatever you're going to do. she then approaches the Samsarans and just kind of like goes on moral support duty.
All right. So, does the party wish to engage the ghosts in conversation, or do you wish to just move on?
Move on.
Saadi would like to sing for one of the ghosts, specifically the bird.
I mean,
Okay.
Yule's going to engage out of just habit and honest, natural. Just like they are things that need to be treated with. It is part of the world cycle. It is nature. Yeah.
Is the male ghost kind of like look like he's nobility or anything like that?
Not so much nobility, but he looks like he's a soldier, like definitely from this region. So tell you what, since we're in initiative order, we're gonna just start it from the top. We're gonna keep the initiative order. So Iori, what are you doing?
I'm with the Samsarans, so I'm just helping them, calm down, know that they're okay, take their
All right, so give me a diplomacy or performance check to calm them down. Okay, not really. They don't seem any more comforted at the moment because ghosts.
So I'm just imagining, do not look at the ghosts, look at me.
Right.
I am the
All right.
captain.
So that's your action for this round. Yarra, what are you doing?
She is going to curtsy to the this one, and I'm gonna try.
Lost you.
What? Really?
No, you're good.
What,
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. That's weird. And she's gonna try and be polite and be like, "Oh, what was the phrasing I had in my head? I literally just had it. Player,
It's all
like,
good.
glitch. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Oh shit! I actually had it, and now my brain is like fried.
Well, what's the gist of what you were going for?
She was gonna ask about the region and what his life was like. Basically, kind of like socialize.
Oh, you're doing a cold read.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Give me that roll.
Ah!
Do you want to reroll that?
I'm rerolling
Would you like
that.
Much better.
Okay, so that's going to be a critical success, so you're going to get 2 info. Would you like... I will give you his weakness and his resistances. So... The man is extremely proud, and if you speak to him as if he's incompetent or ineffective at his job, then he will be less likely to listen to you. Especially since he clearly feels shame about failing to protect this place. And however, on the other hand, he does want sympathy because this is a bad situation for him, and so those are the easiest ways to appeal and things to avoid.
Okay.
So that's your cold read.
Yep.
Drin, what are you doing?
I'm catching up to Yarra.
Okay. So then.
Oh yeah, where? I was gonna say, yeah, his marker's up there, but wait, where's Iori's marker? Whatever.
There.
Might be a room north of you.
There. I'll move you to where everyone else is.
Okay, great,
Boom.
thank you.
No, I got you. All right. So then, and here I'll move you next to the Samsaran. Anyway, so Dren, are you engaging with any of the ghosts or no?
Not at this time. I'll just listen.
Okay. Yule, what are you doing?
Yule is going to appeal to actually the bird.
Okay, and what will you do?
First you pull out one of the silver coins from the stash that they just got and just roll it through his fingers, knowing that birds are normally attracted to shiny things.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, well, we can help drive out that which has taken over this place. Make this your home again. How best can we help you with that?
Alright, give me a performance check. And because the bird is indeed weak to shiny objects, that's going to give you a +2 to your roll.
18!
Alright, that is going to be 1 success. So, here's the first bit of influence. The bird chirps up and says, "You can help us by getting rid of the bandits. There are 2 dwarves that are doing terrible, terrible things with people that they've captured in a foul room down to the south of us."
You mean
And
the room that's just behind us right now? That's the hallway there?
Down this one, pointing down the hall this way. And and this used to be a temple of Susumu at one time. And that's your good.
You'll respond to that. He who I venerate.
Then you should see this shrine, which is deep within. And that's going to be your action. Saadi, what are you doing?
Alright. Saadi's going to head over to the candelabra.
Okay.
And she is going to sing for the candelabra.
Go for it. Give me that performance check.
Una mattina mi sono alzato. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato. E ho trovato l'invaso.
And the candelabra seems to be a bit of a showman because it starts to light colorful colors to heighten the effect against your face as you perform, making that a 20, which is going to be a success. And the candelabra says, "That was beautiful! That was beautiful! Did you know that there was once a time when this place had the foul Grandmaster of the Seven Rings? And apparently they were offering eternal life in heaven to the leaders, including the 2 dwarves within. The Grandmaster's not here, though. They left just a week ago."
Thank you.
All right. That's all for this round. Round 2, you have 3 rounds remaining. Iori, you're up again.
And we're at 2 out of 4, right? You said?
Oh, no. There are 4 failures. There's 8 pieces of info you can get. Okay. So you're at 2 of 8. Do you wish to continue calming down the Samsarans?
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, 20.
Hey.
20? They do manage to calm down, actually, and they relax and they look to you and they tell you, "You're right. With everything that happened, the Grand Master, the one that the candelabra mentioned, said," and this is Utsumi, this one, talking right now. The candelabra, the Grandmaster of the Candelabra mentioned, said that there was going to be that they were keeping us here to keep the families at each other's throats.
For what reason would they wish to do that?
I do not know. Perhaps to limit the because the families used to work together in centuries past to assist the people of Kirahata. So clearly they want us to be less effective at helping each other. And the woman, Izumi, nods in agreement. Alright, and that's your action. It is now Yarra's turn. What do you do?
I will not lie. I wish to only help you. How best can I help? I and my friends help you with your plight.
You can make a diplomacy check.
Hell yeah!
That is going to be a
Woohoo.
success. And the man says, "Well, once this place is cleansed, the filth that is committing foul rituals within are cleansed, then the place may be able to heal. It may be too late for my order to make this once again a bastion of safety for this land, but one day it may be restored. And by the way, I should also tell you that there is a safety area, a tomb room nearby, and that's what you get for that."
Okay.
Drin, you're up.
That's what, 3 out of 8?
That's 3 out of 8.
Drin will address the two people. It seems that them keeping you captive here is just a ploy to destabilize the area, which will make it easier for them to operate. Is that not so?
The woman, the Izumi calls out, "You know, that does make sense. Yes, that does make sense. And perhaps we can convince our families that that's what they're doing. And then they won't... well, no, one step at a time. We have to stop the families from fighting, and then we can worry about our marriage." And Izumi immediately puts a finger to his lips and says, "Weren't supposed to tell anyone."
Your
So what
secret
is
is
what?
safe with us.
Alright, and that's what you find. Yule, you're up.
Yule looks to the bird again, appealing once more, just talking with it gently. "So, the dwarves within, you said. Were they natives to this land? Do you happen to know? Or what else can you tell me about them?"
You can
Or
give
even
me... Mhm. You can give
No, go ahead.
me a diplomacy check.
Alright. I'm re-rolling that with my last re-roll.
Yep.
Ah!
Alright, that is one failure. The bird seems to be getting distracted and saying, "Show coin! Show coin! Show coin!"
Yule,
I go on Twitter, people just keep telling me show coin.
The coins in bio below.
I was thinking the same thing.
Saadi, you're up.
Sorry. All right, so Saadi is actually going to speak to the soldier this time. She's going to ask him if how long ago he died.
Give me a diplomacy check.
All right.
Would you like to reroll that?
Yeah. Give me just a sec. Wow. Okay. It was not meant to be.
That is 2 failures now. The soldier says, "It's not polite to ask an old soldier about how they died, you know."
I apologize, but the reason I asked is because I wanted to know if you've ever seen something like this. And she holds up both of her, 2 of her guns, her Giselle and one of her dual pistols.
Oh god.
No. And alright, top of the round. Round 3. 2 rounds remaining. Iori?
She is going to continue to talk, but the Samsarans mostly asking if they are how they were captured.
They
I mean,
tell
okay,
you.
so I'm gonna tell you straight up, like Iori does not give a shit about the ghosts and is like not interacting with this part of the plot.
No worries. So the Samsarans tell you that, and Drin, that they were traveling through. They frequently went to the well near Kirahata to basically meet up and converse and plan little outings. And one day they were basically jumped by Seven Rings bandits that then dragged them through the woodlands all the way up to the fortress about a few weeks ago. And that kicked off the rivalry between that ignited the rivalry between the families because the families were feuding for quite some time.
It
But it
just
got
made it
really
worse.
bad after they disappeared.
That is when the Cold War went more.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And so, Yara?
Okay. Trying to think of what she would ask.
So, since I'm gonna say this, like, this is DM talk. It seems like the ghost is not, I've basically compiled their influence markers, so it's not gonna be out of 8. It's gonna be out of 5, so you just need a few more.
Okay.
So two more.
Okay.
2 more to get all the info.
Okay. Dear old soldier, what do you know about the... Did you say Grandmaster?
Yes.
Okay. What do you know of the Grandmaster that we should be wary of?
The Grandmaster. Go ahead and make a
Diplomacy?
society or society or diplomacy. Yes.
Oh my goodness, and that's my last... I already used my last hero point.
Okay.
Plum.
Yeah, the ghost seems to be getting more and more agitated, almost as if something you're saying is like not coming through very clearly. Perhaps it's bringing bad feelings about how they weren't able to help their temple. So you've almost lost them.
Crab.
Drin, I know that you're not engaging with the ghost, so Blasty, you certainly can. So Yule, is that what you wish to do?
Yes, Yule is going to use thievery to do to basically just pass the coin from one hand to the other through the ghost, but make it look like it doesn't actually move, but just like teleports it between his hands, and ask at the same time asking, "Now for more trickery. What trickery is in store for us if we do not take care? What can you purvey to us from this within this lair?"
Okay, and that's going to be a 16, which will be a crit, so that is 2 successes. So you got what you need. So the ghosts suddenly chirp amongst themselves, talk, and eventually you feel the cold air warming up, and you can no longer see your breath. And the ghost bird looks to you and says, "We'll tell, we'll tell. The dwarves are making an army of bamboo soldiers that will be helping them in their plot." And the man says, "Yes, we believe that they're finding a new location for their base, and they're using this place to turn the souls of the living into soldiers that are impervious and strong against arms and weapons. But you can use the temple blessing of Susumu to deal with their hardiness. Additionally, if you need rest, in the tomb room, you may sleep there, and we shall provide cover so that you can stay hidden from the eyes of the bandits, even if they should enter the room." And the candelabra bounces and says, "Yes, yes! And you know what we should do? We should let them open the tombs and get the treasures within. After all, they are going to restore this to its glory by getting rid of the evil dwarves." And the man seems hesitant at first, but nods. "Yes, there are gems in the side that may be used to help you in your path, if you wish to seek it out. And with that, the ghosts disappear. Or go ahead. What were you going to say first?
Yule nods and says, "May Sisamu bless you and take your souls to where they belong best."
Okay, and the ghosts disappear. And the candelabra stops moving. So, we're getting close to the end of the session. So, we're
Let's
gonna
go
do
check
some
out
final.
that.
Yeah, we're gonna do some final role play first. The Simsarans look to the group and says, "So, if the bandits are still around, what do you wish to do? We could hide in those chambers above. They didn't seem to want to hurt us."
While the path out is clear, it is a little bit dangerous to travel back way. Especially in the dark. It was treacherous to get here in the first place through that side path.
Question.
That being said,
Sorry.
actually, you cutting me off is pretty good.
Does Izumi look like the one that I encountered? Back in Kirahata?
No, it doesn't look like that one.
Okay.
Similar race, completely different person.
Okay. I was just trying to make sure.
No, it's all good.
Anyway, your turn, Yule. Sorry.
Yule nods. I think best then that you hide up there for the moment until we give you a signal to clear out. Or if you do not wish to chance your luck and head out now through this back passage. I mean, the ghosts will protect them, yeah. And us. In the tomb room.
I suppose.
It would be best to leave no Seven Rings people able to fight behind us.
Agree. That is agreeable.
Which means the ones that are unconscious, we need to move into the dungeon.
Jail cell.
Yep.
Yeah. So let us set them in there and set up ourselves in the tomb room for a little bit. Before I set up in the tomb room, I would like to check out that shrine.
Yes, we should clean up the shrine.
Okay, I think this is going to be where we pause here because we have a lot of decisions and places we can go, and this is a large dungeon. So let us end the session here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna, since we're in the middle of the adventure, I'm gonna save XP until we're actually complete. But you are getting a lot of side objectives, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I will. I actually have something funny to introduce, depending on where you go next. But yeah. So we're gonna pause here. Astrid, do you want to do the closeout?
Yeah. So thank you all for coming. And we're not meeting next week. We're meeting the following week, which is the 30th. So we'll see you all then. Have a wonderful day and take care. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.